Hey, beautiful babes, it's your girl Luna, and we are here live with another hashtag Crunchy Keto Kitchen. I am coming to you live from the island, so I have no idea if you guys are able to hear me or see me because I have legit been battling this butternut squash for the better half of an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So here's your warning. I'm a little bit spicy because you guys know I love simple recipes, and this was supposed to be a simple recipe and it turned into an all-night ordeal. So just be aware of that if you decide that you want to make this recipe. But if you can hear me and you can see me, go ahead and let me know. Drop me some eye emojis down below in the comments. Drop me some ear emojis if you can hear me, because I will restart the broadcast if we need to, because sometimes the island is a little weird. Okay, hey again, welcome. As you are popping on, if you can hear me and you can see me, please go ahead and say live if you are here live with us, and go ahead and say replay if you are here on a replay with us. And if you are new, hey Jess, welcome. And if you are new to the broadcast, please go ahead and say new as well. Thank you so much. Okay, it's good to know that you guys can hear me. So it's a little bit later than normal because, like I said, I've been battling this butternut squash, okay, this entire evening, it feels like. So let's talk about butternut squash real quick. If you've ever cooked with butternut squash, let me know down below. I have always just bought the pre-made soup mixes before. That's, you know, like the organic whatever. Well, I found it on sale. So I had to Google how do you peel a butternut squash, how do you cut it up, all the things, because it's rock hard. So what you have to do, you cut off the bottom and the top so it's stable, and then you take a peeler. I can't word tonight, guys, because I'm pregnant. Okay, you take a peeler and you peel the outside of it off. But the thing is that it's thick, so it takes a long time to peel the crust. That's what it was like. It was like a crust on this thing. Hey, Tamra, welcome. Roria saying hello. I don't know if you can hear her meowing. But guys, if you are here, it does mean the world to me if you share this out. Just please don't share this to a keto group. You could probably share it to a low carb group. They're going to be okay with it. But butternut squash isn't necessarily keto. It's more low carb. So I don't want anybody to get in trouble, okay, by the keto police, because they're crazy. All right. So the only other thing I've done, because I'm pregnant, I wanted to sit while we did this. Hey, Tamra, and let me know where you guys are tuning in from too. I feel like I'm the only one talking tonight. How has your day been? Tell me all the things. Okay, so all I have in here is that butternut squash, okay? So I chopped it up into these itty bitty little cubes and put it in with butter and just sauteed it so it got really nice and soft and yummy. You'll see it starts to kind of break down. And then I put in 3 cups of, and it was stock. They want you to put stock in there. So all I had, it calls for chicken, but all I had was beef broth and vegetable broth. So I just combined those. I did 2 cups of beef, I can't talk, and 1 cup of the vegetable, and just tasting this, it's really hot. It's good. And then I put in some rosemary, okay? So I would love to know what other ingredients maybe you would put in here. And then, guys, you just cook it down for about 30 minutes. So that on top of my hour, we're at about an hour and a half of prep time right now for something that I thought was just going to be like, chop it really fast, saute it 30 minutes, and, you know, we'd go live, and then boom, I'd be eating. So I'm a little hangry. If you've ever been hangry, go ahead and drop me some flames down below, because that is how I feel. I feel like I am on fire right now. And being pregnant too. Oh, my baby's just like, give me food right now. Hey, Randy, welcome. Hey, Joella, as you are popping on, go ahead and say hello. Also, guys, if you are seeing me and maybe you're being a little quiet, like, did she unfriend me? I did not unfriend you. My account got deleted. So please share the video out, especially if you're somebody who's a follower, maybe even put in the comment, like, hey, she got deleted, like, she's back, right? Like, you guys are still finding me. So no, I didn't delete you. I got deleted. I got hacked, and Facebook is on their security. Let me tell you, you are very secure. If they think you've been hacked, they will delete your account. So got deleted. So if you're finding me, no, I did not unfriend you. I love you, okay? I love you. You are looking for a butternut squash soup. Janelle, I am glad I can be of service. This video is for you, babe. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. But honestly, I would buy the pre-cut up butternut squash, and I was actually looking it up. I found this on a low carb website. That's usually what I do. I just kind of browse different recipes, and I found it on several low carb recipe sites, and just I'm kind of putting my own spin on this. But then I went and looked up how many carbs are in it, and it's like 16 carbs for 1 cup. So be aware of that. If you're watching this and you're like, might not be for you. You might need some of the tricks and the tips and the tools that I use to get myself into ketosis. So, but it is definitely, like, this is very crunchy. There isn't any artificial anything in this at all. So all we're doing is putting this mixture into the blender because we're gonna make it really smooth, because that's how I like my butternut squash. I like it smooth, I like it soupy, all those things. And I don't think this is gonna be terribly soupy because there's a lot more of the squash in there than there is of the broth. So you could add more broth in if you want it. Yeah, Sharon, so it's low carb-ish, that's what I'm calling it. I mean, you could put in less butternut squash, right? Or I don't know, I mean, you could probably use a different type of squash too, potentially. It just depends, because some people I know, they low carb, and they, like me, now that I'm pregnant, it's more around 50 carbs, and this is my big meal of the day, so it definitely fits for me, like being more on the low carb side. If you can make it fit your macros, if you're keto, I'm sure there's someone out there who can, or if you use the tricks and all those things that I do to stay in ketosis, then that's keto. Okay, so, all right, so what else are we gonna put in here? We're gonna put in heavy cream, and this really is gonna up the fat content of it and make it super creamy. I've never had this recipe before, but when I saw that this one called for heavy whipping cream, I said, oh yes. And if you love yourself some heavy whipping cream, drop me some little milk emojis down below, some cows. Like, anytime there's heavy whipping cream in anything, I'm there. Okay, so one thing I always say though is, because I feel like when people watch me, you feel like you have to do dairy. You don't have to do dairy and be keto. You can, guys, when I first started keto, and if you were on my old page, you know that I was vegetarian keto or plant-based keto for a long time. It wasn't until I got pregnant that my body, and the reason I was vegetarian plant-based wasn't for the little animals, I know. It was because my body just felt better that way. Now my body feels better with meat products, so I listened to it. But you don't have to, whoa. I use this to cook with, okay? It's not dirty. If anybody saw stuff go spilling out of that, I use this to measure the beef broth. So you don't have to, like, do all meat or all dairy or whatever, okay? Find what works for you and run with it. And don't let anybody tell you you're doing it wrong, my friend. If you come over here, I'm gonna say, you know what? As long as your body feels good, you're feeling happy as a clam, you go for it, girlfriend, boyfriend. All right, ooh, it looks so good. This is gonna be so fall-y. Fall-y, is that a word? Probably not, Luna, probably not. Okay, so that goes in there. And then my secret sauce is gonna go in here as well. So this is called butter broth. This is what I have been living off of for the my first trimester. It is a bone broth. So if you're vegetarian, like, no, this isn't for you. It's a bone broth, but there's there's nutrients in here that help rebuild your gut lining and actually help put you into ketosis. So it's pretty bomb.com, and it tastes like Thanksgiving dinner. So I'm using this because it's delicious and because my baby craves this stuff. There's collagen, there's all types of amazing stuff in here. There's AC11. It's good for skin, muscles, like all the things that little babies need, well, humans need, right, to repair ourselves. But as little babies are forming, I think that's why she craves it so much. She's like, give it to me. Weird pregnancy craving. I don't know if I've said this before in a live, but I used to just crave this powder. It was the strangest thing. In the first trimester, I would be like sick, and I'd be like, I need the powdered broth. It was so wild. Okay, so we are going to blend this all together. And if you want info on this, just go ahead and comment broth down below. I can get you the info of how to grab that. Okay, so am I plugged in? I am. All right, here we go. I'm making this look so much simpler than what this whole process was. It smells so good. Thank you for sharing it, Ian. But you guys always ask what blender is. This is a really old Ninja, and I don't recommend it. I always say that every single time. I don't recommend this blender just because it's just ancient. It's ancient. I mean, it works, but sometimes it works. Most of the time it works when I'm with you guys. But just as often, I feel like I'm cooking for myself and it doesn't work. All right, so let's try it. The only other thing is salt and pepper. Salt, pepper to taste, and then it's ready. So it kind of has this like beautiful velvety texture right now. Oh my gosh. Patrick, this is so good. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. That does not need salt or pepper. And you guys know I love my salt, my pepper, and my garlic. I'm trying to think if I salt or peppered this at all. I did not salt or pepper this at all. Oh, okay, guys. This is so freaking good. I have been on a roll. I swear to you, everything I've made this past week has been not just good, but like amazing, amazing stuff. Okay, so excuse me while I go devour this. This is so freaking delicious. Patrick's gonna freak out. Okay, guys, so if you end up making this, make sure you comment down below that you made it. Let me know what you think. Send me a message, all the things. I'm super excited for you to try this because I love soup while it is fall. So I think I could probably just put a straw in here and probably eat all this on my own. So anyways, excuse me while I go eat this. If you made it this far and we are not connected yet, we're not friends yet, you're not following me yet, send me a friend request, send me a follow. I would love to connect with you. And if you want more recipes just like this, comment recipe me down below and message me because my inbox, I'm sorry, if you're in there right now, just keep messaging me. It pops you back up to the top. It's crazy. It is crazy since I've been deleted, you guys messaging me and wanting in the group and all the things. So make this, do yourself a favor. This and basically everything else that I've made since having this new account has been bomb.com. So love you guys. Thank you. I appreciate every single one of you for coming and hanging out tonight. It always means the world to me to see all of your beautiful faces. Hey Tamara, hey Janelle again. And yeah, sending you guys love. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.